to our closer look involving today's financial crisis on Wall Street. Frantic investors acting on word of the Lehman Brothers collapse and a buyout of Merrill Lynch sent stocks plunging more than 500 points. Well, joining us now to discuss the fallout and when the markets might recover is Randy Ataide. He's professor of business at Point Loma Nazarene University, and we thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon.
To hopefully make the complex understandable for us. Is this panic times, Doctor?
It's definitely a time of concern right now, and the big questions that we face really remain the transparency of the balance sheets of the major investment firms within the United States, and actually they're global companies now. And so what the information that is going to be coming out here in the next few days is going to be very critical to the ability of the economy to begin to recover from this certainly large blow today.
So today may not be the worst of it?
Today may not be the worst of it. I think historically we really need to look, when we have these kinds of declines, we really need to be looking most carefully for the 24 to 48 hour periods after those large declines to see what sets in tomorrow. There's a lot of concern, there's a lot of psychology that's at work right now, and I think that we're going to see a move one way or the other. It will be a dramatic day on Tuesday.
What about folks who have accounts either with Lehman Brothers or Merrill Lynch right now? Should they be concerned?
Yeah, Merrill Lynch has actually turned out to be really the winner of the last few days. The value that B of A placed on Merrill is really considerably over what they were valued at just a few days ago. And so B of A is really one of the healthiest banks in the world, has generated most of the profits in the banking industry in the last 6 months. And so I wouldn't have too much concern about the Merrill Lynch B of A deal. The Lehman is a different matter. Filing bankruptcy today because there was no other firm to step in and the government refuses to step in.
And that's a question on a lot of people's minds. Why no government bailout when you saw this with Bear Stearns and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac? Why not with Lehman?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of theories that are going on here, but the most important theory I think is that there's a general perception both in the government and the private side that Lehman has not been transparent enough, that Lehman has not been forthright in revealing what it is that they really own and what they don't own, and the debt to equity ratio and the assets that they truly have and the valuation of those assets. And that's the big concern, is that even in the post-Enron era, in the Sarbanes-Oxley regulatory era, that there's a real feeling that Lehman has not done what they needed to do, what many other firms did, and I think they've lost the confidence of everybody who could step in.
Well, it's going to be an interesting couple of days, and we appreciate you stopping by this evening. Dr. Randy Ataide from Point Loma University's professor of business. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State lawmakers have